Y'all, I swear to you, the Democrats could stand on a boat and they could not hit water with anything, no matter what they tried. Because for the love of God, the updates that are coming out about the other shooting that happened in Portland, Oregon, they are still actively standing behind the Tren de Agua gang members, proven, absolutely factual, doesn't matter, anti-ICE. Y'all, the updates I'm about to show you are incredibly important because they have lost their collective minds. And I said in some post earlier on X, now that we've got more body cam footage, we'll cover that tonight in our live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm just going hard at this point because there is no way you can look at this stuff and go, oh, well, yeah, we were right the whole time. No, they were wrong the whole time. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's focus on Portland really quickly. Again, this is the pre-show before the 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, live stream. I'm going to get right into here. This is the update to the shooting in Portland. I told you guys I would cover it. I'm trying to dispel as much of the leftist propaganda as I possibly can. That's why everything is sourced in the description box. The two criminal illegal aliens who attacked Border Patrol in Portland are a gang member and his prostitute, not an innocent married couple, because the media is framing this as an innocent married couple. Seriously, guys, the propaganda is insanely thick. The driver of the vehicle, Luis David Nico Moncada, is a criminal illegal alien from Venezuela and suspected Tren de Agua gang member. He illegally entered the U.S. in 2022 and was released into the country by the Biden administration. Since then, he was arrested for DUI and unauthorized use of a vehicle. He has a final order of removal. The passenger, Yorlens Betzabeth Zabrano Contreras, is a criminal illegal alien from Venezuela and is associated with Tren de Agua. She illegally entered in 2023 and was released into the country by Biden administration. Since illegally entering, Contreras played an active role in Tren de Agua prostitution ring and was involved in a prior shooting in Portland. So, you see all those things, and what does the mayor of Oregon do? This chick in the white hair right here? Yeah, watch. Of course, because everything I just showed you is reality. Everything on these reports, everything is being covered. I've shown you multiple sources last night's live stream. This is what they're covering.
Those values. Not behind masks, not the Chief Day. Thank you. I'd like to turn it over to the governor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Chief Day. Good evening, Oregonians. We are standing here today united as a state, wanting peace and safety in our communities. We are all shaken and outraged by another terrible, unnecessary, violent event instigated by the reckless agenda of the Trump administration. This time in our own state, in our largest city, coming just one day after the tragedy in Minnesota. While the details of the incident remain limited, one thing is very clear. When a president endorses tearing families apart and attempts to govern through fear and hate rather than shared values, you foster an environment of lawlessness and recklessness.
Okay, I can only take so much leftist insanity, okay? Again, I'm a little edgy because I've been looking at this stuff and just collecting all of it for you guys for a while now, and I'm at the point now where I'm going to go hard because bear with me. So, it's not the idea that sanctuary city policies were employed in Oregon that could be the catalyst. No. It's following the existing laws federally. That's the catalyst. It's not the sanctuary city policies. It's not the fact that these are Tren de Agua members and associates, one running a full-on prostitution ring and involved in another shooting in Portland. No. Don't look at that. That's completely unrelated. The other gang member who tried to run over the CBP or the Border Patrol agents in this instance, which, by the way, it was funny how that wasn't mentioned. No, don't look at that. Don't look at that. It's all about Donald Trump and ICE, and oh my God, they are so awful. They are literally defending full-on gang members and prostitution ring members and leaders because they don't like ICE inside a sanctuary city, and they're somehow blaming that on ICE. They're somehow blaming that on Donald Trump. Again, I've reached the pinnacle of just maybe they just don't understand. No, they are actively doing this. Okay, and by the way, guys, if you agree, hit me in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because it's not just the governor of Oregon. Let me show you Melanie Stansbury. This is an absolute propagandist in Congress. Watch this. All about the Tren de Agua gang members and prostitution ring members who were just shot trying to flee ICE and running over Border Patrol. That's what this is about. Watch.
I rise today on the House floor with a heavy heart. for the family and the community of Renee Nicole Good. My heart is heavy not just because of the unabashed and violent killing that happened last night by an ICE agent in Minneapolis, because I'm also sad for our country to see the Vice President of the United States and officials impugn a young woman who leaves behind her community and an orphan child. This is not our country. Shame on you. To those of you that are continuing to provide cover for this lawless, unconstitutional, abusive, and violent administration, shame on you. I will be joining to file articles of impeachment against Secretary Noem. Enough is enough.
Oh, you're such a hard fighter. Oh my God. Literally, this woman is such a theater kid, paid actress, propagandist, Democrat congresswoman. It's insane. She does it with every single thing. You can talk about the shutdown that we talked about, completely and totally caught and lied. You can look at her on the House floor right now in her very somber tone, talking about Tren de Agua members who were literally shot because they were evading capture. Full-on rap sheets, doesn't matter because ICE is involved. Oh my God, lawless, unconstitutional. Says the people who are supporting sanctuary cities violating existing law because the state just wants to. Spare me. Just spare me. I'm just done with it. All right, let's keep on going. Here's CNN talking about how this was just a married couple in Oregon, the Tren de Agua gangbangers, okay?
And now tensions are flaring even higher in Portland, Oregon, after a Border Patrol agent shot a married couple there. At least 6 people were arrested yesterday and overnight during protests in Portland. And according to DHS now, the border agents there were conducting a quote-unquote targeted vehicle stop of this married couple. They accused the couple of both being connected to the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, and claimed that during the stop, the driver tried to run over the agents, and that is why one of them fired a, quote, defensive shot. No agents were injured in this. The married couple, they were both shot, one in the arm, one in the chest. Both are in the hospital. And local leaders now are demanding that ICE and other federal agents leave the city.
Okay, you see the framing? A married couple was shot. Everyone's married, right? You don't want to be shot. Oh my God, could that imagine me? Yeah, a married couple. Yeah. Are all the people who are married running around being involved in prostitution rings and then also in the country illegally? And they've also been involved in other shootings in Portland. They also came in and were released into the country by the Biden administration in 2022 and 2023. So don't let facts or anything of that get in the way. No. A married couple was shot. Spare me. I'm sorry, just spare me. The propaganda and the lies are so insane, it's just insulting at this point. But let me keep going. I'm going to show you something else. This is actually from the spokeswoman of DHS. I can't remember her name. Hold on a second. I'm going to play the clip. She's going to tell you exactly what happened. Watch.
Portland, there we understand somebody was shot.
Yes, so this was a targeted traffic enforcement stop. The target of this traffic stop was a female, 32. She's a affiliate of Tren de Aragua. She is involved in a prostitution ring. As many of your viewers are probably familiar, Tren de Aragua is a gang out of Venezuela. They enriched themselves largely through drug trafficking, but also the trafficking of young women. The subject was involved in this. She was the passenger of the vehicle, as well as the driver of the vehicle. We believe he's a member of Tren de Aragua. Our law enforcement officers pulled them over as they were approaching the vehicle. When the subjects realized who our law enforcement were, they pulled forward, attempting to hit our law enforcement, and that's when our agent, he again followed his training and fired defensive shots at that vehicle, and the subjects drove 5 miles and they proceeded to call 911. They're now in the hospital, but our agent, he practiced and followed his training as he should have, and we're glad he's safe today.
In the hospital and presumably...
Okay. Do you see the trend that's happening? Because these people were in a sanctuary city. The warriors of women's rights and feminists sure don't seem to have an issue in Oregon about prostitution with young women. And they don't seem to have an issue with trafficking young women for the reason of prostitution. It seems like all of their other little sacred cows go out the window when they got to focus on ICE in the moment. Again, the level of disingenuous propaganda is, honest to God, real gross. And I'm going to keep on calling it out. I'm going to show you everything. It's all linked in the description box below. You can look at it. You can read it for yourself and tell me what you guys think. Make sure you hit me in the comments. Like, subscribe. I'll see you on the live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Braden. Later.